In this video we're going to look at the terms and conditions. The terms and conditions are ultimately the little bits and pieces of the small print written into the notes that you receive from us and provide how the portfolio or how the investment actually runs. So the first things is, let's look at costs and fees associated with an investment. There are none. What I've presented to you are net of any expenses. What you agreed to is what you receive. Simple as that. With one caveat. If you decide to withdraw your investment before the term or the maturity of the note, there is a 1% early withdrawal fee. Outside of that, there is no other transaction fees associated with this investment. So how much can you invest? At this point, you can invest as much as you want. We limited at some point, though, if you want to go really big, we limit the overall investment to $10 million. Why do we do that? To ensure that the program remains liquid and that if someone were to invest $50 million over a 3-month note, we don't have the capacity at this point to refund them their money at the end of the term. However, we do have the capacity to refund a $2 million tranche. So if you wanted to do $10 million, you could ladder it throughout the portfolio and add up at that point to around $10 million. The minimum investment is $25,000, which most people find relatively easy to handle. Outside of that, we also have the note itself. It's a very simple standard promissory note or promissory note, depending on which country you're from. And it's easy to understand. All we do is we fill in the terms and conditions, the start date, the maturity date, and we tell you what the interest rate is, and you decide whether you want to accrue your interest or whether you want to receive your interest monthly. You sign on the bottom line, we sign on the bottom line, and you wire us your investment. It's as simple as that. And then, as we discussed before, there's terms to meet your needs. So you can do the 3-month option, the 6-month option, the 1-year or the 2-year option. And you receive your statements monthly. So once you've invested with us, on the 5th of every month, you receive a statement from HedgeCount, our administrator, an independent third party, as I mentioned before, and that's where your statement comes from. If you decide to receive your interest paid monthly, you will also receive a check along with that statement. That, depending on the mail, will get there around about the 5th to the 10th of the month. And then once it comes time to redeem, at the end of your term, with about 50 days to go, you'll receive an email from us, and we'll say, your term is coming due in 50 days. Would you like to redeem your investment? If you decide to redeem, it's a simple matter of sending us a reply saying, yes, I would, and then on the maturity date, we will wire you or mail you a check with the full proceeds plus any accrued interest. If you decide to roll over your investment for an additional term, you can just ignore the email. You don't even have to respond. If we receive no response from you, we'll automatically roll it for another, either whatever your original term was, we'll roll it for that term again. It's really as simple as that. So we have terms to meet your needs, we have regular liquidity, and then you'll receive regular communications from us with minimal fees associated with, actually no fees other than with early withdrawal. So I find that the terms and conditions should meet anything that you would wish.